Yeah. Big dog stack. Yeah. Big dog status, I'm a big dog vet. I pull up on the block in a big Corvette. Yeah. Riding around the city with a stick all black. Try with a stroke, but we ain't with all that. Yeah.
What is going on, everybody? It's Jason Odon back here for another video. If y'all saw my video from at least 6 months ago, I had just purchased 3 pairs of the MLO shoe brand. Never heard of them before. Saw them on a Facebook advertisement over Thanksgiving break, or maybe Christmas, and I decided I want to order these shoes. I want to see what they're about. They looked interesting, they looked cool, unique to say the most, and very distinctive shoes. And I noticed off the bat that they were something that not a lot of people were gonna wear. So for that reason, I decided to buy 3 pairs of these shoes. In this video, I'm gonna make some comparison points to the points I brought up as to why I bought the shoe in the last video. And in this video, I'm gonna compare them and see if they really held up to the test in all these categories, or if there's something that I didn't like or something that changed. The first point that I brought up was, why did I buy the shoes? So I bought the shoes initially because I thought that I would stand out. They look different, they're distinctive. Not many people have them, if anyone at all. I've never seen anybody with the same pair of shoes that I've had on with those shoes, or ones that look close. So to me, that was a selling point, and that kind of pushed me in the direction of, okay, I want to buy the shoe. That being said, do they really stand out? I'm going to show you the pairs of shoes that have actually stood out and that have been noticed by people and have received the most compliments. This shoe right here is called the DTSF. It comes in about 3 or 4 different colors. By far the most popular shoe. Every time I wear it, someone has something nice to say about this pair of shoes. Someone's always giving these shoes a compliment. Whether I'm working out, I've wore them to a music video shoot, I do videography as well, I wore them to a shoot. Client said, hey, those are fresh, where'd you get them from? Now whether they're being serious or trolling me, I don't know. But let's just hope that they're being serious. Alright, so next up, this shoe right here is the second most complimented shoe from MLO. Now, they do typically get the response that they look the most distinct, the most unique, because they have a very, very big heel, and this footing right here is just, it's very wide. When you wear the shoe and you walk, they tend to do this a whole lot. They just kind of scrunch up like that, so it does look kind of odd in the way that the shoe is built. And then in last place, we have this shoe, the least complimented shoe that I wear from MLO. Also, once again, this is the heaviest shoe that they make. And I thought that would be a good thing at first, but it actually surprised me in a different way. And I will share that with y'all in a second. So my first impressions of the shoe, as I mentioned in the video before, were that they were not going to be very sturdy. A couple of the pairs do not have much traction on the bottom, which I thought was going to be a huge issue when it came to rain or any type of surface that was slippery to walk on. And that was true. So this is what the bottom of this shoe looks like. As you can see, I compared it previously to a Croc. And it does really just, it feels like it shouldn't be a tennis shoe that you wear outside of your home. It just, I don't know what it'd be for, but it doesn't feel that way. And it certainly does not have a lot of traction on it. This shoe definitely has more traction. But the issue I ran into with this shoe was that I box sometimes, right? Or any athletic activity where you have to sidestep. I've nearly rolled my ankle so many times in this pair of shoes. The other two, not so much, but this pair in particular, there's something about these edges and about this construction here where you have a high probability of rolling your ankle if you do something athletic in these shoes. And the funny thing is, you don't have to be doing something athletic to almost roll your ankle in the shoe. You could literally just be walking, do a nice little side step for whatever reason, and you could potentially break your own ankles. So just be aware of that if you buy this particular shoe from MLO. Also, I do see there's some cracks. Maybe you can see them, maybe you can't, but there are some cracks that I'll show y'all starting to appear in this styrofoam like material that makes up the bottom of the shoe, the sole. So that worries me in that regard. So all three pairs, I only wear one of them now, and I wear that shoe to the gym if I don't have to run. Although it's a very comfortable shoe to like walk around and run in, and I'm talking about the DTSF here. This shoe is so comfortable to walk around in, and so comfortable despite having that same sort of awkward feel, just because of the size of this heel and the way they have constructed the shoe. It just feels really odd in the way your foot is positioned, but at the same time it works. It's truly a comfortable shoe. This I would keep and I would continue to wear, despite knowing that they were, hey, you know, from Alibaba or whatever you guys were saying in the comment section on the last video. So I'm gonna re-rank these shoes from best to worst as I did last video. Now last video, all I had was my eyes. I had not worn the shoes. I had not walked around in them, worked out in them, or attempted to, which once again, I would not recommend for these shoes if you're that kind of person that engages in sports and stuff like that. I just wouldn't do it in these shoes. But that being said, the number one shoe is going to be the DTSF. The number two shoe is going to be this shoe, and the number three is going to be this one. Now this was my most anticipated shoe, so I'm a little bit sad to see that it did not live up to my expectations the way I thought it would. But hey, you win some, you lose some, and with a company like this where the only real history they have making shoes is pretty much the pandemic and the drop shipping movement of that time, you kind of lower your expectations a little bit. So don't think you're buying from Nike or Adidas. There's a reason why Nike and Adidas and Under Armour and all those shoe brands like Jordan and Puma are who they are, and they have a reputation that they uphold. And I realized that truthfully whenever I bought these shoes and I wore them around a little bit. Even on my Adidas are super uncomfortable for me, but they're still a better quality shoe when it comes to terrain and different situations, or maybe I have to play a sport or something. I could still wear my Adidas, albeit I'd just be uncomfortable in a way, but I still trust that shoe 100% more than I would trust MLO and their shoes. I would say that it is worth it to have a shoe that stands out and something that people don't know where to get it from or what it is. They haven't seen them before. These shoes they're so new in their design that even if you did get them from one of the multiple websites that sells them, well, congratulations, because they're still a unique shoe that Nike, Reebok, and all those brands, they don't make shoes like this, no matter which way you cut it. So you are going to stand out nonetheless, if that's your goal. So that was kind of a short video, but that is it. I was ranking these shoes and seeing if they were going to stand up to the test of time. Didn't want to wait too long to make a review on them, so I just went ahead and did it now. If y'all like this video, it would help a lot for you guys to like the video, comment again, and let me know